Okay, let's move on to the All-Star returns because the third All-Star returns just came back, and predictably, you got Giannis and LeBron leading the forwards in the East and West, respectively. Luka and Trey lead the guards in the East and West, which is kind of interesting, because everyone's talking about Luka versus Trey.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have Alex Caruso, that is in fourth place in the West for guards, and Taco Fall, that's sixth in the East for forwards. And I know, Reagan, you wrote a piece that's on Square One Media. Shameless plug, he talked about how NBA's meme culture has gone too far, where it was funny up to a certain point, but when fans are really almost voting these dudes into the All-Star game. I mean, well, I'll let you expound on that.
I love Alex Caruso. As a Lakers fan, it's entertaining, it's funny, and he is a quality basketball player. But there's a limit to what I will tolerate as a basketball fan and as a supporter of not just my team, but every one of the players that go and put on a jersey night in and night out. And the NBA is given when you hand the right to the fans to have influence on the All-Star game and who makes it, that's a pretty big responsibility, I think, because that's a substantial influence. You're saying 50% of the fan vote accounts for it, which is, that's a lot. And whether people realize it or not, that's, has a pretty big effect on the scope of the NBA, who makes the All-Star game. Like,
it's not even that. It's incentives.
Incentives.
It's money players get.
This game, this game has been played since 1951. 1951. It's a tradition. You look at other sports All-Star games. I don't think any sport has put together an All-Star, Pro Bowl, what have you. They haven't put it together like the NBA does, because people tune in or year out. People are tired of the Pro Bowl. It's stupid.
Actually,
for
people
hate the Pro Bowl.
People actually don't care that much about the NBA All-Star game. Relatively, historically, basketball does. I mean, baseball does. My
point being, it's a spectacle every year, and people do tune in. It's a spectacle because people tune in. They want to watch the dunk contest. People want to watch the rising stars, the celebrity. People want to see these things, and they want to see all the stars come to one place. And it's a culture bubble. But like you said, Julio, it influences contracts. It influences, self-confidence. We saw a guy like Rudy Gobert last year cry over not making the All-Star game. And in a year that
was ridiculous.
It was
ridiculous.
But you see how these things affect the players, and it affects ultimately the legacy of these dudes.
Yeah.
When we go down, people are like, "I'll have a Larry Bird versus Kobe Bryant debate with Jack Bloomfield," and we're bringing up the All-Star burst, and he made this amount of All-Star games. These things matter. They matter. So when you say, "I'm going to disregard what I'm seeing on the court, and I'm going to do what I perceive to be funny or humorous or memeable or what have you," it's disrespectful to the players. It's disrespectful to the NBA brand, and it's disrespectful to this iconic game that that's going to mean something. That people don't understand that this means something to people.
Yeah. I think the quick solution is just to
do away with the fan vote.
Well, not do away with the fan vote.
Do away with it. You've clearly shown that you're not responsible enough to handle that.
Well, no, you don't have to do that. You said it counts as 50%?
50%.
Knock it down. Just knock it down.
I mean, see, they already did that because it used to be 100%, right?
Knock it down. Just knock it down to 25.
I mean,
you want those fans to participate in the voting because, I helped them get
If I give my kid a credit card and I say, "Man, this is for you. Use it in emergencies. I want you, I want you to have this just so you have constant access to money." That boy come back, he spent $500 on a pair of shoes. I'm taking the credit card away. You clearly don't know, what power you have.
But then ratings might.
They're already dropping.
Which is already a problem.
Okay, so I'm seeing the ratings are dropping, and the whole joking meme culture that's going up. I think those two things are related. They're related.
I would just say just knock it down for a little, knock it down a little bit.
Because basketball fans, we're creating a culture where we are, celebrating, the minimal stuff, the minuscule, funny humor, Taco Fall, Alex Caruso. as much as, if not more so, than the actual basketball being played on the court.
And that's on, ESPN, Bleacher Report.
It's I
That's
think
on
it's
those
an
things as
inverse
well.
relationship. I think that they do those things and they put those things out because that's what the fans are responding to.
Well, humor me this. Why is it that they're putting those things out and focusing their content on drama, on transactions, on those things, and the ratings are going down? Wouldn't that mean that the fans don't actually care as much about stuff like that?
Well, no, it's just the transition from viewing it on your television screen.
It's just that like NBA Twitter loves Caruso, loves Taco, loves talking about drama, but I don't think the people that just want to turn on ESPN and watch a basketball game do. But what these networks are doing is like, oh, Twitter's so important, like digital presence is so important. Let's just mimic NBA Twitter and reference Alex Caruso every 4 posts. But it's like people don't like that.
Even then, and granted, it is a little bit irresponsible on the part of the networks, but as a basketball fan, why are you even putting that out that's what you want to see? To me, you're not a basketball fan when you can tell me, oh, man, Taco Fall's hilarious, but you can't tell me how to run a pick and roll. You can't tell me the functions of why the 3-point shot has been developing and increasing in the recent years. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that matter when it comes down to it. Everything else is like fun and it's great and it has a spot. But when it boils down, like that's what we're here for is the basketball.
And it's like you're saying
Zaza
like it happened,
almost
right?
Yeah, like why are we like pedaling around with all this stuff?
I mean, that's where the NBA should come in and be like, you're not an all-star, bro.
That's why I remember we had that discussion with the whole, how much power should the networks have in what they put out, and you're saying they should put out what the fans want to see, which because the ratings are going down, and I'm saying it should be at their discretion what they put out because sometimes they can misinterpret what they think the fans want to see. But if they always stick to the fact that we're going to focus on the sport and not dictate to what we think people want to see, they'll never fail. They'll never fail because that's what people want to see is the sport. That's why people tune into ESPN and TNT
I agree
to
with
watch
you.
basketball.
And let's remember that so much of these media executives that drive the content and make the executive decisions at like ESPN are pretty old people that are like, oh, Twitter, what is Twitter? They're just trying to get a finger on it, and it's like, yeah, Caruso is funny when people like joke about it casually, but I don't think they really have it right.
It's ridiculous. And if people get it twisted, like not great basketball fans, people who aren't into it like that, will genuinely think that Caruso's a better player than he is, and they'll genuinely think like this. We saw Stephen
You've been
A.
telling me Caruso's a better.
No. I'll tell you, Caruso
anyways,
is a darn
good
role player. But when people see the All-Star returns and they see Alex Caruso 4th, holy crap, maybe this guy's a starting point guard somewhere. This is how ignorance disseminates because now people are talking, man, we could trade Alex Caruso, who's out there. Oh, John Morant has less All-Star votes than Alex Caruso. Maybe we could pull that off. Like, what I mean? This is how ignorance is perpetuated.
Let's have a trade.
Kuzma for no.
This is how, we saw Stephen A. Kuzma for Devin Booker. I love you, Stephen A. But Kuzma for Devin Booker?
I went on the ESPN trade machine and I actually tried it out and I traded like six to seven guys for Devin Booker and it worked.
Bro, like I guess hypothetically, but like these things don't
I know.
happen. So like if we as the media, and I consider myself a part of the media, even though I'm not like big, it's like we can't disseminate ignorance.
True.
Because then it's going to continue to perpetuate, and we're on this slippery slope right now. And if something doesn't change, we're in a whole world of hurt. I'm like, you can boomer me all you want, but like that's like we're going to go down a path where the basketball matters less and less, and that's what I'm here for is the basketball.
Yeah, definitely. Just go make sure and check out what Reagan wrote about this as well. Again, it's on our blogs.
Ridiculous,
Square One
man.
Media on Medium. About NBA meme culture.